It's time to answer some of your questions in our Asked and Answered segment. Keep them coming to Megyn, Megyn, at megynkelly.com. Here to bring me the latest samplings, my executive producer, Steve Krakauer. Hey, Steve, what do we have?
Hey, Megyn. Okay, we've got a lot of great questions that came in to megynkelly.com and Megyn at megynkelly.com. This first one is from Diana. She wants to know, what are the odds that Joe Biden will give Donald Trump a full pardon on his last day in office as the ultimate FU to the Democratic Party?
Diana, I would put that at zero. He hates Donald Trump and Donald Trump hates him. However, I do think he will pardon Hunter Biden, despite the fact that he has said he would not. So Hunter gets the pardon and Trump does not.
Okay, excellent. Well, there you go. Now, this one is kind of about us and the Megyn Kelly Show. Steve, good name, Steve, not for me though, wants to know, how has working at the Megyn Kelly Show been different or the same versus your time at the Kelly File at Fox?
Oh, it's like night and day, Steve, night and day. It's so great to be on my own. I have to tell you, just today, I was getting ready for the show. I was looking out my window. I was looking at the fall colors. I had brought my own children to school. I will have dinner with them tonight. I'm at work when they're at school, which is such a blessing. It was so different at Fox. You know, I left for work just as my kids were getting home from school. I never looked out a window. I only looked at ugly tan walls. And if I did look out a window, it was just cityscape, corporate buildings, you know, the concrete jungle. I didn't see a flower, a tree. I just love all of that. I can do things the way I want to do things, you know, just, I don't like in the morning, I can work out now. There's some time. When I put the show together, I can be doing it in like comfortable settings and wearing comfortable clothing. I'm not constantly like squeezing myself into some polyester bright pink dress and getting false eyelash. It's just like my life is better. I can see my family. I can have a more relaxed day. And on the content, that's night and day too, right? It's just having more meaningful discussions, having the chance to have a show like this where you can spend the time to really explain what a liar Colin Allred is and give the example. I could never have done that, Steve Krakauer, on Fox because there's just not enough time. There's only 42, 38 usually minutes of content in a show. You can't devote it to one thing. You know, they would never have allowed that. So all of it feels like a luxury to me, and I only wish I had done it sooner.
Yeah, this is great. This is an extra episode with no limits on time. It's just like, we'll just put out and talk for as long as we need to do it. So it's great to have that flexibility. Yeah. All right, let me jump to the personal side though again, because Jennifer is a mom of 3, ages 15, 13, and 9. They don't have social media, but they're starting to get to the age where one's got a phone and they've got obviously the friends thing. So she wants to know, as a parent, how do you help them navigate serious situations as they transition to young adulthood?
Oh, Jennifer, thank you for that. As you know, our kids are almost perfectly aligned, right? Because I've got 15, 13, and 11. The social media thing, it hasn't been hard, I have to say. We just kind of we told them early, and we continue to tell them, like, it's not happening for you. Now, obviously, at some point, they're going to have social media introduced into their lives as they get older, and that's okay. Like, I realize that we can't ban it forever, but I think getting them through the most tender ages, especially girls, I mean, boys too, but especially girls, you know, at the time when the body image is everywhere. And so like that is a gift that we give to our kids. And our kids, all the feedback we've gotten from them is they love not having it. They love being like, oh, my parents banned it. You know, I'm not allowed. They don't have to look at Snapchat and see where all their friends are and if they're not invited. They don't have to look at all these images of girls and wonder why they don't look like that. So it's been pretty easy. The phones have it, like saying you can have a phone, but you can't have social media, is an acceptable compromise, I think, to these kids. And their friends text them. They get invited to stuff via text. They just, you know. So I think as far as that goes, it's not as hard as people think. And even though our kids are either the only ones literally in their grades or the only one but for 2, like they're one other, it's been fine. They really, once they kind of lived life doing it, it wasn't that big a deal for them.
All right, my last one for this week is from Margaret. She is approaching her 50s. She says she's currently changing her skincare routine. She says, your skin is gorgeous. Do you have any suggestions for Margaret?
Margaret, thank you. Well, I mean, first of all, stay out of the sun. That's for sure, no matter what age you are. Second of all, some sort of retinol, whether it's actual like Retin-A or the retinol products that are like a little gentler, get some sort of retinol product going on your skin. My skin is really sensitive, so I had to start by doing it just 1 day a week. And then once your skin isn't getting flaky, you can do like a Monday and a Friday. And then after a couple weeks of that, you can add in a Wednesday. And then eventually you can get up to maybe 5 days a week. And I am telling you, it shrinks your pores. It gets rid of redness. This is for guys too, because I always feel bad for the guys. They don't wear makeup. So if you have imperfect skin, it's kind of like, oh, you don't have to deal with it. No, try a retinol product because you can really make your pores smaller. You can get rid of redness on your face, and it fights wrinkles and stimulates collagen. So I think it's a game changer. And if you do nothing else, ask your derm about some sort of retin-A product, that to stay out of the sun. And last but not least, I have recently begun using a red light, and I love my red light therapy. I really think it's making a difference in like my complexion, like the getting redness out and like maybe a little like sun damage. I wish I had taken a before with a naked face so you could see the after, but I myself am definitely noticing. I just do 10 minutes a day. Do 10 minutes in the morning. You can get the fancy machine that costs $1,000, or you can get the cheaper stuff that costs $200. It's not that expensive, and it makes a big difference 10 minutes a day.
All right. Love it. Great questions. Great answers. Back again next week.
Thanks for writing in, everybody. You know how much my family and I love our dogs. Yes, even Strudwick. It's been especially bad lately. Read the newsletter. There's an update. I can't imagine life without them, though sometimes I do. Not Thunder, but sometimes. But I love him. I love him, and I do enjoy most of my time with them. Look, my dogs have a great life. I'm sure your dogs have a great life too. But you and I both know that some dogs are not so lucky. This is why I'm so glad to tell you about Delta Rescue. I love Delta Rescue. Whenever you donate to anyone who claims to take care of animals, you've got to look for the words no kill. No kill. Otherwise, you know what happens if nobody adopts the dog or the cat. This, Delta Rescue, is the largest no-kill, care for life animal sanctuary in the world. They've rescued thousands of dogs, cats, horses too. They provide all the animals with shelter and safety, and most of all, love. And they've been doing it now for more than 45 years. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions, and giving can bring tax benefits too. Speak with your estate planner about how you can grow your estate while helping animals in need, and check out the estate planning tab on their website to learn more. We love Thunder and Strudwick, but would love for other dogs who need care and attention and a home to find those too. Visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. That's deltarescue.org. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.